Hey Pisces, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I'm Eve. We're going to get you a message. We're going to look at something that is dark, that is worth it to explore. Alright, Pisces. Alright, so we have the anchor and we have the letter. So the anchor here is either talking about a blockage, something that is stuck or stopped. And the letter is just some kind of information coming in. So if you are feeling like things are stagnant or just like stop dead in your tracks, right? There's some kind of information coming through for that. Alright, so we have the ring, which is generally some kind of commitment. We have blood splatter lilies, which is kind of like the blood splatter part is just like something like tainted. Lilies represent wisdom, growing old, maturity. Then we have the labyrinth, which is supposed to be the garden. Yeah, it's the garden, which is like the social arena. Yeah, there's something that's meant to be figured out here, because the labyrinth is like a meditative tool where you walk the labyrinth and you get to the center. It's like to get the answer to the question that you have that's on your mind. So there's something that's bothering you when it comes to other people. It could be you having an issue with an older person. Not quite sure where the commitment's coming in, unless you're just committed to finding out the answer to your question here. And I think you are going to get it because of the letter here. Alright, let's pull some tarot. Let's see what else we need to know. Alright, so we have the Ten of Wands, so there's definitely something bothering you or something on your mind, and the heaviness of this Ten of Wands is very similar energy to like the anchor being like stuck in the mud, kind of. Oh, and then we have the Two of Wands. So it's like being presented with a choice, but with the Two of Wands, more times than not, the direction is already chosen. There just hasn't been action yet. So you kind of already know where you want to go with this. But, you know, perhaps you're not fully committed yet. It is interesting that the ring has the ace of what would be wands. So the ace of wands, that's that, you know, that burst of creative energy, or like raw passion, raw fire energy, right? So you might not quite have that yet in order to kind of go with what you were thinking of already. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. And there's something about, in this deck, there's something about this Knight of Pentacles, or this Knight of Pentacles. He looks as if he is ramming his sword into his knee. Like intentionally causing a delay. So this this burden, this being stuck, it almost seems as if it's kind of like like subconscious, like when you just procrastinate and you don't see the intention behind it. It's something like that. I almost wonder if there's, like, to what end will you go to not confront whoever this is in your social arena? You're avoiding them big time. Yet there's something you need to know about the situation. There's something either you want to know about them or what's going on. Maybe you want to know their motivations, but it's like you're doing whatever you can to not do anything or something. There could be a very good reason behind it, but this is just what I'm seeing. Preparing. Wow. Okay, okay. So we have the Three of Wands here, which is nice because that's a progression. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like you have this realization that, man, maybe I do need to do something, and you're willing to take a baby step, because the Knight of Pentacles can also, it's a slow knight, right? But it's really good at slow progression. And so you go from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, which is, like there's the next step, you know? So I do see you taking the next step. It doesn't have to be big, but it's some kind of progression from just being heavy and stuck. All right. So we have the Seven of Cups coming out next, and this could be you falling back into, well, I don't like confusing yourself. Like, well, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, maybe this, maybe that, like stepping back into that energy that convinces you to do nothing again. So we are going to pull some more cards. I want to look further at this, because I don't know that it would be in your benefit, because what we want the variety in this card. We don't want the confusion, we want the variety. So let me pull the next row of tarot. We'll just get additional information on each one of these cards. All right, for Pisces. Whoa. Oh, look at that rainbow. Look at you. Check you out. All right, so we have 10 of Cups. I like that. That is extremely colorful compared to all of these dark cards here. So it's kind of making the energy of this card be a lot stronger and brighter than, like it typically would be. And the Ten of Cups is pretty bright. It's pretty happy. It's pretty awesome, right? And it's kind of underlying, and like it's like this underlying motivation here to stop carrying this burden with you. It could also be like, forces in the universe, or, like a higher power or something like that, where it's like, man, like the universe wants you to be happy. The universe wants you to be content and to smile and to shine and that kind of thing. And here you are, like anchoring yourself into the ground, preventing movement, not solving problems. So I think if you recognize that, of course, you yourself, you want to be happy, right? And just knowing that the universe is willing to, I guess, conspire to make that happen, that it's gonna move things right along. That might be the important information that this letter is bringing. Because a letter is like an incoming message. I mean, usually it's written down, but all right, Page of Coins. Look at you peeking. See, I like this. So the Page of Coins is coming out under the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, where you've got two options, right? And you kind of know which one you want to do. And this is you. This Page of Coins is kind of like you willing. It's like you're peeking out of your big castle there. It's like you're peeking out, and you're like, well, okay, I'll take a look. So it's like a willingness. All right, so we have the Four of Cups coming out. The Four of Cups coming out underneath this Knight of Pentacles, where you're kind of I don't know, like there's a little bit of self-sabotage in this card here. So like underlying here we have the Four of Cups, which is, it's kind of a sad card. It's a little sad, it's a little lonely, and it kind of expresses some of the reasoning behind this. And as soon as I laid the card down, I thought of the word like comfortable. Like it's familiar. It's like you know what to do when you are in this position. It's like you know how to operate. And being like this super warrior or something, or confronting people and just like being all fiery or whatever, it's not it's like not the most comfortable thing, and you don't have the most experience maybe, but it seems like it's kind of describing here why this self-sabotage or this lack of action sometimes happens, because of like a comfort zone thing. Because anybody can get comfortable with a life that isn't the best. And so under the Three of Wands, which is that kind of taking a step. Oh, look at that. Ace of Cups. Look at you getting all the bright cards here, Pisces. I like it. It's like the sun coming out. This is replenishment. This is like replenishing your your energy, your love, your what makes you tick or what it makes you go. It's I feel like this is an after effect, like an effect of taking that next step. It's like you don't have to do it all, like all at once, because then you're going to be right back over here in the burden section, right? So this is just kind of confirming that just taking one step towards whatever this goal is, this thing you're trying to figure out, that you're going to feel good about it. You have another ace. Look at you, Pisces. What? Okay, so I on the prize here. I on the prize, because this Ace of Coins, it is an opportunity, right? The aces are all opportunities, but the Ace of Coins especially for me. And we have the Seven of Cups, right? So you take a step, and then do you fall back into confusion, or do you start seeing the multiple ways that you can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve, right? And here it's like this is like a golden opportunity. And I want to say, like, this golden opportunity is a chance for you to prove to yourself that you don't have to be stuck. You don't have to hold all of this burden. You don't have to self-sabotage. This is a really cool reading. All right, so Pisces, this is your message. Take what resonates, and I will see you next time. Bye, Pisces.